Hello and welcome to this month's edition of What's Happening on the RJ National. My name's Jamie Hughes and I'm the greenkeeper here at Ransomes Jacobsen. It's been a really exciting start to the year for us. A lot of projects going on, and for me in particular, being able to implement the projects that we're working with Howard Swan and seeing the completion of those projects. So in this month we're going to look at the completion of the planting of the gorse and the broom around the golf course. We're going to look at some soil sampling that were carried out with our agronomist Mark Bailey from Collier Turf Care, and also of course the Future Turf Management Initiative that we held here in our conference suite.
When it gets into that stressful period, the turf starts to collapse.
To follow on from the previous month's video, this month we've seen the completion of the planting around the golf course of both the gorse and the broom. Some of this with the help of Ian Mitchell, a product trainer, and also under the watchful eye of our college assessor Steve Race from Motley College, who's here not only assessing my level 3 portfolio but also Ian's level 2 portfolio. Also this month we carried out some soil sampling across our tees and our greens with our agronomist Mark Bailey from Collier Turf Care.
So this is what we're trying to get to. We're pulling that. We've got a black layer in there.
That's pretty thick, isn't it?
So the thatch at the top we're taking out. So this is what we're looking at, that sort of inch.
Yep.
And that's what we're going to take the trials on.
And visiting at the time was Keith Titchell from Waldronfield Golf Club to also provide us with some input in his thoughts.
That's along this one, isn't it?
Yeah, but what that is a spike hole.
Yeah.
Is a
Spike hole.
Spike hole, where you've done aeration before.
right spike hole. Sorry.
It's growing down.
Yeah, it's gone straight down
that hole.
Aeration tube.
Which is why
there's such a thin strand of it as opposed to the main.
But it's also lovely and deep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So it just shows again, the more aeration you do, the stronger the root becomes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason for doing this is for us to see exactly what's going on in our soil and in our root zone, and for me in particular to try and get to know the golf course a little more. It also gave us a good indication of what our thatch levels are like and how we need to continue to improve them.
So you've got two sets of challenges then. So let's get this team.
Now that the rain has finally subsided, or at least for the time being, there's a good opportunity for me to get out on the golf course with my GA24 with some micro solid tines, start aerating the greens. Here we're just looking to achieve no more than about 2 inches just to maintain an open surface and constant airflow around the soil. For the second time now, we saw the arrival of the Future Turf Managers Initiative here at Ipswich, made possible by both Jacobsen and Bigger.
Okay. So one of the things you start to see here that differentiates what Sean said and what everyone else is saying is that most of you are describing what you can see.
Now this is a program put together and it's designed to help greenkeepers like myself learn the necessary skills and get the knowledge of an understanding of what it's going to take the next jump up the ladder.
All about the tournaments. I mean, obviously we always think of, I think volunteering could be.
The 2.5 days included a round of golf on the RJ National, a tour of our factory and some really intense education from some amazing speakers and mentors. These included Lorna Sheldon, David Bancroft Turner, Stuart Yarwood of Limb Golf Club, Matt Pleasted of Muswell Hill, Lee Strutt of G West, Steve Chappell of Glen Eagles and Michael Sowicki of Dulwich and Sydenham Hall. All were amazing in sharing their knowledge and their experience and helping us learn and get an understanding of what's to come next for us.
Myself and Lee, and you're kind of trying to look around the corner to see what these nozzles do.
We also had a guest speaker in Dr. Frank Rossi. Now Dr. Rossi is a professor of turfgrass science at Cornell University, and he took the time out to fly over and deliver a fascinating presentation on turf health and stress. And it was incredible, and it made me, and I'm sure it made everyone, just think that little bit more into about what we do on these golf courses, and it really opened our eyes. So to him and to everyone involved, a big thank you, because it was a fascinating experience over the course of the 2.5 days.
I'm not a Luddite. I'm not anti-technology. I like technology. I live on it.
And this year I was fortunate, I was selected, but next year it could be you. And I highly encourage that you do apply.
So let me and us take this little journey.
So that draws us to a close for this edition. As you can see, lots going on here, and fingers crossed and the weather stays as glorious as it is today, We'll be looking at some things next month, like some overseeding, some scarifying certainly, and perhaps a little bit of top dressing as we start preparing our surfaces for the coming season. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I certainly hope you take something away from it, and thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.